Hi, I'm Jim Perrigo, and I'm a garage shop fabricator. Well, it was 33 years ago. My brother-in-law and I, Gale LaFleur, and myself, took two old New Holland 77 balers, cut them down into pieces, and used the metal, buying also a few other extra materials that we had to have, and made this wood splitter combination circular saw. Back in the 70s, fuel prices were very high. We were looking for a way to get wood burning done in our homes and a way to process the wood, and we decided that we would try to make a splitter. We'd never seen anything quite like this. There were splitters that were commercially available to purchase, but we decided that we could build something a lot cheaper than we could buy, and that's why we did what we did. We just, with the old parts and so forth, put it together and made what we ended up with here. There was always the problems of getting things lined up right, getting the power to the pumps, getting the power to the shaft that runs the blades. All those things had to be laid out and probably done and redone a number of times before it finally got to the final that you see here now. I do remember, I think we had problems with one of the belts, getting that to line up right and getting a tensioner on it so that it would kick in and out when we wanted it to, but with trial and error, that's finally worked out.
This project is on the second generation, I guess, of backyard homegrown shop fabricators. Something I did change on this, I put this threaded rod in here to hold tension on the belt, and it seems to, instead of this loosening up and fighting with it, and you don't need a heck of a lot of tension. But changing the jack, this is a little more friendly jack to use than the other one. The other one was almost a two-man project to hold on to the jack and adjust at the same time. This idea here, this extender handle, was something that we just, the fellas ran into trouble. Somebody had a flat tire, so before my help got here one morning, I said, this isn't going to work, and I just said, let's try this, let's try that. We'll make this about that high, and hopefully it is user-friendly. Another user-friendly, simple device was this table. As the material comes off, you can stack it here instead of bending over and picking a piece up all the time. We used a wire feed welder on this, which is a little easier to manage than the old AC/DC arc welder. And as you can see, this was added on after the initial paint job because material kept falling off. No little kids around this thing. This thing was all about two people being able to take care of themselves, let alone 2 or 3 kids running around it.
Remember the wedge on the front, our first design didn't work very well. I think the first block of wood took the wedge right off from the beam, and we came up with a little different design, and what's there now seems to be working very well. fond memories.
Fond memories,
Yeah.
nothing but great times, hours and hours
Makes me
of pleasure.
happier now that we go south in the winter, don't have to do this anymore.
Well, we got to go back to the shop. We got a little bit of a adjustment to make.